Good day, everyone. You're welcome back for PHE JSS1 third week. PHE for JSS1 third week. And this week we are going to be treating short put and discuss for third week. Short put and discuss. Short put and discuss is under field event. At the end of this topic, I want you to know or should be able to define what athletics is and to explain the rules and regulations governing the game of shot put and discus. But before that, what do we mean by athletics? Athletics is an old competitive sport all over the world, and it involves running, jumping, and throwing. Running, jumping, and throwing. Under athletics is divided into two. We have field events and track events. But today we are going to talk about field events. Another field event, it comprises of jumps and throws. Jumps and throw. This picture you are looking at, this is javelin. Javelin is under throwing event. Hammer throw too, this is under field event. And pole vault is under jump. So under field event, we have jumps and throw. Under this event today, we have short put and discus. That is what I'm going to discuss with you today. I'm only telling you those other events we have under field event, which is the pole vault, the hammer throw, and the javelin. Now, short put. Short put is a field event involving putting an heavy spherical ball called shots as far as possible. How you can put it as far as possible. Can we see? This is short put you are looking at on the screen. Every thrower doesn't have a finishing line. When you are at the center, you have to take this spherical shape and throw it as far as possible, as you can, as far as it can take you. That is why short put is under field event. It is by involving putting a heavy spherical ball to throw it, to put it as far as possible. That is short put you are looking at. You can see this man on the screen. Yes, these are the sector throwing. Can you see the demonstration? The way he throws. And when you want to throw a short put, you should be in a sector. There is a sector where you have to stand. You can see the lady there in that sector throwing. By the time she wants to throw, she threw and her leg did not come out of that sector. If you are to throw, your leg should not come out of that sector. And when you are to throw and your shot should not go out of the sector. If you throw and your shot goes out of the sector, there will be no count for you, which means you have lost that put. You have lost it. So you have to comport yourself. If you want to throw, you should have that agility, that stamina, that muscular endurance, that muscular power for you to pick that shot and throw as far as possible. That is short put. You can see this particular man too, you can see the action in throwing and it doesn't move out of that sector after throwing. Can you see? You can see him. That is all about short put. Now let us go to discus. When we are talking about discus too is a throwing under field event. Throwing event where the object to be thrown is a heavy lenticular. You can see it. This is discus. The heavy lenticular shape where you have to throw that object and there's a specific place for you to throw. When you are throwing discus, the same stamina you have when you want to throw short put, you should have when you want to throw discus too. Can you see this man in action? In action with the hand and the discus. Can you see the man? The man comported himself. The stamina is there for him to throw. So for you to say you want to throw a discus, you must have that stamina. Can you see this particular man too? Throwing. The sector for short put and discus, they're almost the same thing. At 45-degree sector, When you are throwing, you should remain in the sector. You shouldn't go out of this sector. Can you see? This is the sector. This is the sector for shot put, having a round corner here and a stepping that you must not go across. If you go across this area when you want to throw, there will be no throw for you. And when you throw and your put is out of all this sector, there will be no throw for you. The same thing applies to discus too. This is where the thrower will have to stay and throw. If your throwing is out of the sector, there will be no throw for you. If you throw and you are out of the sector before the landing of the object, there will be no count for you. Discus and shot put are being referred to as missiles. The reason why they are being referred to as missiles was that it is like a war gadget. Because if it will land on you, there will be problem. That's an accident, and anything can happen. That was why whenever you want to embark on such game, in the front where you want to throw, that sector should be free. Nobody should pass at that particular time they are throwing it. That is why it is being referred to as missiles, because it is a war gadget and anything can happen when it falls on you. Now, this is rules and regulations governing shot put and discus. They have almost the same rules guiding them. One is athletes must not leave the circle until the missile is landed. When you throw and what you have thrown has not gotten to the ground and you leave the sector, the circle, there will be no count for you. It is a rule. Another one is when you throw, for your throw to be valid, the missiles must land within the sector, like I said earlier. When you throw and your missiles is out of the sector, there will be no throw. It is a rule that you must follow, because all sports have his or her own rules. These are the rules for shot put and discus. Another one is no competitor should step over the throwing sector line when you want to throw. That sector line that I've showed you, let me take you back again. This sector line that I've showed you, you must not go out of that line when you want to throw. If you do so, there will be no throw for you. It is a rule that you must follow. We have all other rules too. By the time you go to the school website, you see so many ones that I've written there for you to copy inside your notes. That is for week 3 for shot put and discus. That takes us now to week 4. Under shot put and discus again for week 4. What are we to learn in this week? We are to learn to be able to mention the basic skills in shot put and discus. There are skills in whatever we do. Don't forget, during football, you have to kick, you have to pass. Yes, those are the skills in football. Now, the same thing applies to shot put and discus. There is a basic skill you ought to apply. Secondly, you should be able to list the safety measures in shot put and discus. The safety measures in shot put and discus. Now, these are the basic skills. You can see under shot put, we have the hand hold, the stand, the turning or glide put, and the release or the delivery to throw. Those are the steps when you want to throw. Those skills you're expected to put on when you want to throw shot put. Let me show you this picture. You can see. These are the skills. The hand hold, you can see the person holding the hand hold. Then to turn in throwing it, you can see those are the steps. Those are the steps. The glide, the hand hold, the glide, the turning, and you release to throw. That is for shot put. Now for discus, you can see discus is having an hand hold or grip. You have the stance, you have the swing, you have the stand throw, and turn and throw for discus. Now you can look at this picture for discus. From the hand hold or grip, when you grip the discus, can you see the stand? Can you see the stand? All these ones are the turning guide. where you turn, then you release. You can see. So these are the skills and the techniques for discus. So these are the basic skills. For short put, you have the hand hold, you have the stand, you have the turning or glide, you have the release to release the throw. And the same thing applies to short put. The hand hold, you grip, you stand, you swing, you stand, and you throw. Those are the basic skills for discus. Now, that takes us to the safety precautions. The safety precautions. What are the safety precautions we have to take care when we are on that field performing those activities? Number one that you have on the board on the screen there is the throwing area should be accident free. It should be accident free. At that sector where you are throwing, it should be free. There should be no movement of anything. There shouldn't be any object that can cause accidents there. And those objects that are watching should be far away from those that are throwing. That's why the area should be accident free. Then secondly, you are looking at after throwing, the missiles must be returned by hand and not thrown back to the starting point. Don't forget that I said these missiles, they are used as war gadgets. It is very dangerous. They are so dangerous. So when you throw it, the missiles should be returned back with hand, not throwing back again. After throwing, somebody should go there to pick it with hand and quietly return back to the starting point, because it is a dangerous material. Now, the third one, the sector must be marked out so that people will stay clear. Like I've said earlier, people, the audience watching, should stay far away from where they are throwing. The throwing sector should be marked. The throwing sector should be marked so that people will know that they are not to come closer to where they are throwing it. Because by the time they throw and the thing bounces on you, oh, that is an accident. So the throwing should not go across or go away or move away from that particular area that is being marked, and people should stay clear. People should stay clear at the time they are throwing it. We have all other safety precautions. When you get to the online, the school website, you're able to copy all of that. It's just for the points of this online video, just for you to know the little ones that we are having, and other one you can copy from the note of there. Like I've said earlier, let me quickly go back again to tell you, don't forget this is the sector, the particular place where to throw the discus and to throw the short put. People should stay clear from it. And don't forget the rules again says athletes must not leave the circle until the missile is landed. Your throw should be within the sector, and no competitor should step on the throwing sector line. Those are the rules governing short put and discus. I'm showing you. Can you see this man again? What is holding is the discus, and you can see the hand hold and the stand. That particular action you are seeing is the stance. The stamina is there. The agility, the strength is there for him to throw the missiles that he is holding. And people should likely stay clear from that sector. The same thing applies to short put. Short put, you can see this person throwing his leg, or his leg doesn't come out of the sector line. You should throw within, or the throwing should be within the sector. You can see this particular man too, the way he releases the short put missiles, the way he releases it. Yes, and he has to wait for the missiles to land before moving out of the setup. That is for short put. Don't forget, I said earlier, I said under athletics, it is divided into two. We have field events and track events. We're only talking about field events today. And all other actions under field events are the pole vault, amateur, and javelin. Discus and shot put, two are under throwing, under field events. For today, I believe you've really understood what discus and shot put are, what they are. Don't forget, I said shot put is putting a heavy spherical ball, throwing it as far as possible. As far as possible. That is why throwers don't have finishing line for throwing. They should just throw as far as possible. How their hand can take them, how their strength, their agility can take them. They have to throw, no finishing line. And the best thrower should be the one that has thrown as far as possible, much further than others. The same thing to discus. You have to go to the school website to copy your notes for week 3 and week 4. Anyone you did not understand, you can chat me so that I can really explain further for you to really understand what it means. I believe from this week 3 and week 4, you know how to divide athletics, and you should remember the rules and regulation governing discus and short put, and at the same time, you should know the basic skills in those two activities and the safety precautions you are to take. Thank you. See you during next class. Make sure you copy your notes and read. Thank you. Stay blessed.